We're going to talk about Tyrese Maxey, a hidden gem that was discovered this year by Daryl Morey. Absolutely killing it this year, averaging over 6 assists per game. What is he up to, like 8 assists per game now?
Tyrese Maxey?
No, it's not that much.
He was like hanging around 5 assists.
Lately, I think he's been getting a lot.
No, lately he's gotten. That's the only stat that went down. Actually, James Harden. Assists. But no, he's been doing great. He's 17 points per game, 4.5 assists. Listen to this efficiency of a second-year player on a win-now team. He has 48 from the field, 42 from 3, 86 from the line. He's so close to a 50, 40, 90. Second year in the league. And when he was only next to this is before. This isn't even the stats with Harden. This was before when he only had one superstar. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, no, the development on this guy has been great. I mean, he was drafted really low, like he slipped in the draft unnecessarily. Like he was fantastic at Kentucky. He was really fun to watch. And when he was going into the draft, like he could, like one of his main things was his energy, just his overall drive. And it's like, that's something I look for in a prospect because you know he's going to continue to try and get better. He's not a Ben Simmons. This is a guy who works hard at his craft and wants to shoot. He's a baller. I mean, you saw him pull out the step back, the classic Harden step back in a game already. It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, this guy is going to keep getting better. Only his second year in the league.
Oh, yeah. He's insane. And, like, during the draft, he was the one I was hoping the Magic would get. They got Cole Anthony. I was still fine with that draft. But he was like, it was coming down to, I think there was like pick 12. And I was like, come on, Tyrese Maxey. And he's shown to be great. I mean, he's confident. He's an effort player. He's able to look at a play and read a defense while he's on defense or offense. He's able to read it on both ends, like the ongoing play for the opposite team. He can see defensive scheme. Like he's such a smart player, and I think he can maybe on a different team be a superstar in this league. Maybe not with the room he has on the 76ers, but I think he can get there, honestly. It's not about enough.
Well, I think he can certainly be the third best player on a championship team. I think expecting him to be more than that is friendly, but I'm excited to see where he goes. No doubt, I think he's just going to continue to grow being on this team, and he's going to get some awesome playoff opportunities, might win a championship with the squad. We don't know. They look like the real deal, though.
Yeah, I mean, they do. He's definitely a most improved candidate, if not the guy, with Miles Bridges taking a few steps back recently. He's certainly up there with what he has. He's a very sneaky player. He slides off ball, very Steph Curry-like. That's one thing I really liked watching him. It has to be the coach's favorite player on the team. Does whatever he needs. Like he's get down there getting everything. But to look at his numbers when Harden came back, and this is very interesting for me. So you would think, Harden's joined the team. You would think his scoring is going to go down, but it doesn't. The only thing that goes down is his assists and his free throw just by a little bit. Once Harden has come in, he's averaging 21 points. I mistyped this. 54 from the field, 51 from 3. Granted, that's only on 10, 12 games. And then 84 from the free throw, and then 2.4 assists. So he's getting a lot less touches, but he's playing great off ball, and you can only ask so much from your third or fourth option from that. That's insane.
Yeah, no doubt. And this is they needed a guy to step up. This is a team that didn't look like they had a lot of depth, a couple of years ago, and they had traded a couple of guys to get Jimmy Butler, and then they had lost him. And then they had traded some valuable picks and players to get Tobias Harris. And so it was damn, are these? And then he hasn't, necessarily made everyone feel super great about his talent and contract mixed up. But they needed to get some more talent. They get a guy like Tyrese Maxey that fills a role immediately and is fun to watch, takes some sweet threes, and they've got a guy like Matisse Thybulle, who's young as well. So they've been hitting on their draft picks lately. Like we've said it before, that your scouting department is what changes your team. Like that is what makes you successful. When you hit on these draft picks that are late in the draft like that, Like that is what continues your success, what keeps you going for a long time. It's what you're seeing with teams like the Raptors, how they're continue to be relevant rather than, be bad just because they lose a guy like Kawhi or Kyle Lowry. When you got guys like Joel Embiid buying into what you're doing, you're able to bring in James Harden. You've got a guy like Tyrese elevated, being his best self. The sky is the limit. And this is a team that could potentially win the championship this year.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm with you. You got to hit those picks. I think my last thing I had on Tyrese was that he's the most versatile role player in the NBA. I know people don't want to think of him as a role player because he's averaging 17 points per game, but I mean, like, look, he's the fourth option on this team. Like, I think that he's probably on that line for role player, but he's obviously the most versatile. You can get whatever you need. You need him to score 20 points in a game, he'll do it. You need him to guard the best player, he'll try to do it. Like,
yeah,
he's there. That's what he's Swiss Army knife.
No doubt. He's a Philadelphia 76er, and they are happy to have him. So we're going to close it up. This is Strictly Ball Business, episode 32. We've had a good time. Yeah, we've had a good time. We were talking about the shakeup of the league as a whole. Lots going on. If you are not already subscribed to Strictly Ball Business, you can do that right about now. You can shoot a like on this video as well. If you've stuck around this long, I mean...
Hey guys, like and subscribe to our videos. I like talking balls. You guys like hearing about balls. Come on, just do it. Press the button.